Hello everybody, how is everyone doing on this Thursday evening? Hope everyone is still healthy and not going too stir crazy. We are, but we're staying as sane as possible here. I have been busy painting. Still doing the trim in my house, but then I also painted my kitchen wall. So trying to not go as stir crazy, but keeping myself busy here in the house. But it's hard to do being cooped up inside. But we make the most of it. As long as we're healthy, we can't complain too much about being stuck inside. What we are making today sounds super easy, delicious. I have all the ingredients on hand, and I usually have these ingredients on hand. So I am excited to make these little cheeseburger pocket things. What are we calling them? Cheeseburger biscuit cups. Hello, how are you? Yes, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm glad you were able to catch me live as well today, Nicole. Just hanging out, about to start cooking. I'm just sharing this video onto some Facebook pages, and then we will get started, you guys. Don't mind some of my fingers have crazy paint on them. Don't mind them. It's just the way it is. I'm a messy painter. Hello, Bree. How are you? Betty, you were doing painting as well, all done. I would be all done, but I did take a 2 or 3 day break. I was tired of painting, and I also had to wait because the paint that I wanted for my kitchen, I had to order through Home Depot, and they had to ship it to me, which I kind of liked better, not having to send my husband to the store. But I finally got the paint I wanted for my kitchen, so I painted that, and then now I'm just going to go back to painting the trim. Hello, Jody. Grilling up some pork chops this weekend, making homemade runzas. Jason, what is that? Hello, Deborah, Jasmine, Carrie, how is everyone? I'm going to wash my hands one more time, make sure I don't have any paint left on them. I seriously just put down the paintbrush, was touching up some corners and stuff here in the kitchen. Hello. Bree, I did paint the kitchen already, so I don't know if any of you remember what color it was, but it used to be kind of a burgundy color, and now it is like a slate gray. It has a little bit of blue in it, so I did paint my kitchen wall already, just one wall, just one accent wall, and then I will start painting the trim again. So hello. Jody, it's not storming anymore, but we have had some nasty weather, some snow and stuff recently. But right now it's just cold and windy and gross. Thank you, Bree. You're so sweet. Amber, hello. How are you? Okay, so what we're going to start doing, so we are just making cheeseburger biscuit cups, or what they want to call them. They're little cheeseburger bombs is what I want to call them. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate it. Jumped on after I said what I was making, just cheeseburger little biscuit cups. So we're going to take some ground beef and some Pillsbury biscuits, and we're going to put them into a pan and kind of cook them up into a little ball. So they're kind of easy to eat, no bun involved. So that is what we are going to make today. Jessica, we're making little cheeseburger balls. Little cheeseburger bombs is what I want to call them. So what we are going to start off by doing is taking our lean ground beef. You guys know that I love my butcher box beef, 100% grass-fed, grass-finished, raised without any antibiotics or growth hormones. I love my butcher box meat, especially during this craziness that we have been seeing around the world. I had stockpiled a bunch of meat before everything happened, so I haven't had to stress about finding meat at stores or anything like that. It does sound amazing. It sounds so good. Making chicken enchiladas for dinner. We love chicken enchiladas. Ground beef, onions, cabbage, all sauteed together, and then put it on a homemade dough. Add whatever cheese you want. Close the dough and make it into a pocket and bake. It's a Nebraska thing. Jason, that is awesome. That sounds delicious. My step family, my stepdad, and my stepsisters and brothers, they actually are from Nebraska. So I'm actually surprised they've never made that before. but it sounds delicious. So we're going to start off, you guys, with just a pound of lean ground beef. The ground beef that Butcher Box sells is 85% lean. I normally like a little more lean than that, but beggars can't be choosers right now. That's for sure. So what we're going to do is we are going to brown our hamburger meat, and then we are going to strain it out, strain all that grease and fat out, and then we're going to add in Worcestershire, ketchup, mustard, they say. I don't like mustard, so I'm actually going to do ranch instead and see how it works out. And then we're going to do a little bit of cheese in there, and then we're going to put them in the biscuits and cocoon them up and bake them. Good afternoon. Made something like sloppy joes, leftover barbecue chicken. We have unconfirmed case of the Rona in our senior apartment building. That's so scary, Lynn. I'm so sorry. Bree, you're so sweet. Taco quesadillas. Good afternoon, Danielle. How are you? So we're going to brown up this meat. While that is browning, I am going to take our biscuit dough. We're going to spray our pans. I could not pass up the opportunity to use one of my new Pampered Chef pans. So what you're supposed to use are the little cupcake pans. So if you don't have one of these, just use your cupcake pan. And we're just going to spray your pan with a little bit of non-stick spray. And then we are going to, let me just double check the recipe, make sure I've got this right. So we're going to heat this up, strain it out, mix in the brown sugar Worcestershire, flatten out the biscuits, press them into the bottom and up the sides of the muffin tin, and repeat with the remaining biscuits. And then we're going to spoon in the beef and top with some cheese, and then we're going to bake it for 12 to 14 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of them with some Velveeta cheese, and I'm going to do a couple of them for my husband and I. I'm going to use this 3 cheese pepper blend just to add a little bit of a kick to them, because I know some of you asked if we could use shredded cheese. So I'm going to try some shredded cheese in here as well. Hello, everybody. So easy, Lacey. So easy. I know your sister tries to do gluten-free. I don't know if they do gluten-free biscuits like this in a can, but you could definitely make some biscuit dough that's gluten-free and do it that way. It will be a little bit more work. Obviously, making bread is always a little more of a challenge, but it could make this recipe really fun for your family too. I know they try to stay gluten-free, which I cannot imagine how difficult that is right now to stay gluten-free. So pop those open, and then we're going to take them and just kind of flatten them out a little bit so that they will fit in and up the edges, it says. So that's what we're going to do. Kind of flatten them like that. Thank you for sharing. We call these Bjorks in German. It's a German dish. That sounds interesting. They sound delicious. I think there's a lot of fun stuff that you guys could do with these. You can add your own ingredients. You can chop up little pickles and put them in there too. Put some relish or something. Paula, I'm doing good. How are you? Courtney, hello. Trying to watch and got a phone call. What am I making, Dixie? I am making little hamburger biscuit cups. So just, we're going to make them, add some ground beef, put them in these biscuits, add a little bit of cheese, and just bake them up. I'm using grands. I am using, because that's what I had here at the house, the 8 big biscuits, but you can use the smaller ones too. It says just as long as you've got some biscuit dough, that it doesn't really matter which ones you use. You guys know that I love my little meat chopper. It is the best. I have 2 of them, one little one like this and then a bigger one. So I'm just kind of multitasking here, cooking this until it's no longer pink, and then we're going to strain out the grease. Thelma, I did coconut oil. I sprayed my pan with coconut oil. You can do butter. You can do whatever oil or cooking spray that you have. It just needs to be a non-stick of some kind. Hello from Michigan, Rebecca. Hello. Hello, Sue. Hello, everybody. Happy Autism Awareness Day. My goddaughter has autism. She is on the scale. Your youngest has autism. Super important day in our family. Can't wait to see the recipe come together. I feel like these days there's a little family that has a little bit of autism somewhere along the line. So I do reach out. My heart is with all of those autism families. My goddaughter is one of the many lights of my life. She is awesome. She was my first kid before I had kids of my own. So I do love her immensely and miss her when I can't see her because of this crazy virus. A recipe similar to mine. Use breakfast sausage with eggs, peppers, pour the eggs in and top with cheese. Lisa, that sounds amazing. I saw somebody making something similar to that on our cooking show earlier today. I'm a part of a cooking video group, and they did a live video today of some make-ahead breakfast cups. Make these as well, but you use pizza sauce and toppings. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Hello from South Carolina. Went for a drive. So eerie out. Crystal, so we haven't put anything in the ground beef yet, but I am about to put in some ketchup, some brown sugar, some Worcestershire, and stuff like that. But first, I'm just going to double check that this is all cooked through, and then I am going to strain off this grease and oil in here before we start adding some more stuff to it. Sadly, I wish it was more eerie here in town, but people in where I live are having a hard time figuring out what social distancing means. So unfortunately, there are a lot more cars out driving around town than there should be. So I'm just going to strain off all this grease. Don't strain it right into your sink, you guys. Use a cup or a can or some sort of container to strain out your grease into. It's really, really bad for your pipes. And there would be nothing worse than something happening to your pipes during this whole mayhem. You're welcome, Tammy. I'm glad you are well. Christiana, how are you and the babies? How are you feeling? That is my cousin-in-law. She's pregnant right now with her third. So, Crystal, what I'm going to mix in right now with my ground beef, we are going to add in our ketchup. So we are going to do half a cup of ketchup. I'm going to use my awesome measuring cup that I absolutely love, and you guys know it. So you just fill this cup up with some ketchup, and then you just twist it, and all of the ketchup comes out. All you have to do is just scrape off the bottom, and then it comes out completely clean. Love, love, love that measuring cup, you guys. So we're going to add in our ketchup. We are going to add in some brown sugar. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I am such a messy cook, but my dad taught me you're not really cooking unless you're making a mess. So we've got our ketchup in here. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That's how it is in Milwaukee. People here in Vermont don't get what stay home order means either. Hello, this looks like something my family would love. Mary Jo, I hope so too. Yes, it makes me paranoid too. I did leave the house the other day, and I went and got some take-home pottery to paint with my kids, and then I got some a cookie making kit from a local store. Just trying to support local when I can, and they just have drive-up orders that you can get. So I just drove up, got some cookies and got some pottery, and then brought it home. Kind of give the kiddos something to do besides the stuff and the toys and stuff we have here. All right, so we have our brown sugar. I'm skipping the mustard, but you guys normally would do a tablespoon of yellow mustard, but instead I'm going to do a tablespoon of ranch. I love ranch instead of mustard. So I'm going to do that in here. Mix that in. Just like so. And then we just need a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a teaspoon of this. If you don't have Worcestershire sauce, not a big deal. You can leave it out or substitute it for some other sauce that you like better. You can use steak sauce or something like that to put into your burgers, or just leave it out altogether. So we're gonna let it cook for another couple of minutes. Then we're gonna remove it from the heat. We're gonna spoon the mixtures into our biscuits. We're gonna top it with cheese, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. So I'm going to just let this sit here and cook up a little bit. And while I do that, Sarah, I'm making little cheeseburger biscuit cups. So we have the biscuits pulled out already. Right here, we've got the biscuits flattened out. If you don't have this type of a pan, you can use a cupcake pan, and you just pull your biscuits out, kind of stretch them out, flatten them out, and stick them in this pan. My oven is pulled away from the wall, and I actually like it a lot better when it comes to talking to you guys, because then my microwave doesn't get in the way. Yes, Dee Dee, I love ranch. I'm not a huge fan of mustard, so I'm hoping that the ranch will make a nice substitution. You don't like mustard or ranch, you could definitely use a ranch packet, Lacey, or I know you're not a huge fan of saucy things, so I would just say maybe add more cheese to it to keep it, the meat juicy and fresh, if you don't want all this sauce that's in there, Lacey. I know you don't like that. Just been trying to stay busy around the house. Hello, Macy, how are you? Love the measuring cup. My mom has one. I've always wanted one. So nice to have, Danielle. It really is awesome. It's only like $11 on Amazon. Really love it, you guys. Oh no, lost your volume, Christiana. Not good. Yes, it kind of smells like a Sloppy Joe mixture. Kind of does. Really enjoy watching you and your energy, even though my husband and I would love to adjust what you cook because we have to watch our sugars, but it's all good. Joy, please send me any recipes that you are wanting to try but kind of intimidated by, or you want somebody else to try it first and kind of show you or tell you if it's worth your time. I am more than happy to try recipes out for you guys, Joy. You specifically, since you're watching your sugars, please send me any recipes, any ideas, and I will try and find one that we can make for you. I have no problem with that. I like trying new recipes and trying new things, and nothing wrong with cutting down on a little bit of sugar. So I think we could find something yummy for that. Megan's starving now. Your little ones are so picky, 5 and 3 and 2.5. My kids are super picky too, so I'm crossing my fingers that they like this. A lot of hamburger meat in the freezer. Gonna have to make these. We love ranch too. That sounds perfect. Yeah, we have a lot of ground beef as well. Ranch addicts, can't give up everything. I'm working from home, also keeping dogs busy. Macy's doing okay. Got it back. I'm the worst at technology. Christiana, it's okay. You got it back, so you get a gold star from me. Yes, you guys, you're welcome. Please share to anybody that you think would like this show. The more the merrier. You guys know that. I love all the people. And all the comments and the talking. I love it, love it, love it. Need some new ideas. I'm tired of the same thing. Only 2 of us home, 18-year-old son and I. Roxy, we can come up with some fun things we can make when we really get down to the final ingredients that are left in the house. I'm sure we'll get creative. Homemade chicken pot pie intimidates me. I have a really, really fun recipe, Crystal, that I have done in the past. I will send it to you. Super, super easy, super fun. Love our pot pie recipe. Making this along with me. Ashley, awesome. That's so cool. I love when you guys cook along with me. That's why I don't do anything ahead of time. I take my time while I'm cooking. I talk to you guys so that other people that are cooking with me can catch up. I always post the recipes ahead of time so that you guys can see if you've got the ingredients so you can cook along with me. I always post what time I'm going to be going live as well so that you guys are sure to be ready and available. I am Central Time. I am in North Dakota, so just remember the time differences if you are somewhere else. All right. Yes, Brooke, a Pember Chef brownie pan. I just had to use it. The recipe actually recommends using a cupcake pan, but I just couldn't give up the opportunity to be able to use this. So we are ready now, you guys. I'm going to take out my Velveeta cheese, and I'm going to just cut off a little chunk. We only need 4 ounces of cheese, it says. You guys know we love cheese, but I'm going to do Velveeta cheese for the kids' burgers, and I'm going to use shredded cheese for mine and my husband's. Awesome, Joy. Yes, please do. Send away, you guys. Send away. Yes, Joy. I am in North Dakota. I'm a little outside of Minot, North Dakota. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use my measuring cup. I'm just going to scoop some of the ground beef into some of these. What I also thought would be fun is to put some cheese underneath some of this so that the meat really, really melts into that cheese. We love, love, love cheese. It is so yummy. So I'm just going to take little pieces of this Velveeta cheese and stick it in here. Kind of shoved onto my oven because I did clear off the countertops to paint. So I'm kind of making do with what I have here. There we go. Scoop some of that in there. Awesome, awesome. And then for my husband and I'm going to use this. I'm super excited. We love spicy food. Hello, hello, Cindy. How are you? Carrie, you're in Beach, North Dakota. Hello, all my North Dakota watchers. Hello, hello. So I'm going to do some of this cheese under, and I'm going to do some of the cheese on top, like so. And then I'm going to take some of this cheese and put it on top of here, kind of nice and ooey gooey. We love cheese, so the more cheese, the happier my kids are. My 4-year-old the other day claimed that he didn't like cheese and that he doesn't like butter, which is funny. So I just decided not to tell him everything that has cheese and butter in it that he eats, just in case he decides to go on strike. The recipe does say that you will have extra meat left over from this recipe. So if you want to and you have more people eating with you, you can definitely open another can of biscuits and use the rest of the meat. You may still have a couple biscuits left over, but I don't see any problem with that. I love Pillsbury biscuits. So I'm using some of my Pampered Chef stuff today, you guys. My Pampered Chef pan, my Pampered Chef paring knife, with obviously cutting cheese isn't used for a paring knife, but I thought this little knife would come in handy just cutting into my Velveeta cheese, just like that. So let's double check the recipe, make sure there isn't anything else I need to do. All right. Top with cheese, bake for 12 to 14 minutes until golden brown or the edges are puffed up. Let cool 5 to 10 minutes in the pan. For extra cheesy, you can always add Velveeta cheese into the middle of the mixture and then add the remaining cheese on top. You'll have a tiny bit of meat left over. You can shove it into the rest of them or open another can of biscuits. So open your oven, make sure that heat escapes before you bend down and put your pan in. So we're going to slide it into the oven. I'm going to set our timer for 12 minutes. You guys get your reactions in because we have 105 people watching us today, which is so crazy. My hair is flying away. 106 people, you guys know what that means. That means we're doing 2 giveaways today. 2 giveaways today. If you are new to my page, I do giveaways every show. 40 viewers, 80 viewers, or 120 viewers, always in increments of 40. All you have to do is leave a reaction on the post to get entered in to the giveaway. So if you don't know what a reaction is, I will show you guys quickly on my iPad. While you are watching the show, you should see these little things at the bottom of the screen. Just hit one of them and you will get entered in. Doesn't matter which one. I won't discriminate. Laughing, heart, mad face, whatever you want to put. It gets your name entered in and we will do our giveaway, you guys. All right, would any cheese work well or stick with Velveeta the best results? Crystal, I'll be able to tell you once these are done because I did half with Velveeta and then I did half with just shredded pepper blend cheese. So, hi baby, I will let you guys know if it really matters what type of cheese, but I don't think so. It looks and smells delicious, you guys. Judy, my husband's really awesome and lets me do my giveaways. Other than that, I don't make any money off of this. I do my giveaways to show you guys how much I appreciate you guys watching my show and hanging out with me and making this dream come true. I started doing this back in October. I started off with just like 4 people watching me or 8 people watching me, and I got really discouraged. And it spread really fast. I joined into an awesome cooking group who really spread the word about my page and used to tag my posts as announcements, so people always saw it when they went onto the group. And my page just grew and grew and grew, and I wanted to start giving back to you guys to show you how much I appreciate you guys making this dream come true, because I love cooking, and to be able to be on here and have something to look forward to, especially during this craziness, this quarantine, cooking with you guys is seriously a bright spot in my weeks with the drudgery that's been happening lately. So I really appreciate it. That's how I show my appreciation, how I afford it. My husband works tirelessly all the time, and he hasn't told me to stop doing it yet. So we'll just cross our fingers and hope he doesn't ever say quits on the giveaways. I do try to keep it under a certain price point with everybody. I really take advantage of smile.amazon.com. They do awesome deals on stuff all the time, kitchen and food related stuff. So I'm able to get really nice deals on it, snag them while the deal's going on, and send them off to you guys. Love watching from North Carolina. Super awesome. Sue Bailey made the chicken Monday night, and it was amazing. Tasted like broccoli casserole, chicken in it. It was awesome. I loved it, you guys. I added cheese to that too, though. New on here all the way from Bolton, Manchester, United Kingdom. He has. My husband is awesome, you guys. He is awesome. Audra, I just put some hamburger biscuit cups into the oven. I just want to call them hamburger bombs. That's what I'm going to call them. Hamburger bombs are what I'm renaming them, because I think it's much easier to say than hamburger biscuit cups. Get those last reactions on, you guys. I'm going to refresh the page one more time. Terry, thank you. What I also like about this is when you guys leave your reactions on my page, then I'm able to invite you to like the page. We are only a couple hundred people from 3,000 likes and follows on my page. Once we hit that, you guys, I also do giveaways when we hit goals like that. So we have over 3,000 follows, but we need to get our likes up there. So if you're not sure if you like the page, but you for sure follow it, just leave a reaction and then I can invite you to like the page. And if we hit 3,000, we will do 2 big giveaways for that. Crystal, yes, and I have a website, I have a Pinterest, and I have an Instagram. So if you're a pinner, I do have Pinterest, and all of my recipes, except for the last 2 that I haven't done yet, they're up there, and you can repin them, and the recipe's there, and it comes with a printable PDF for you guys. Yes, Sue, good. Adding cheese to it really made it. Jody, you're so sweet. I'm glad you guys found me as well. Yes, my husband's fed really well. My kids are fed really well. We usually have leftovers for my brother and stuff like that. People do get to enjoy some of the leftovers as well. Charlene, there's like maybe a scoop left of the dessert. It was really a big hit. My family really loved this banana cream pie dessert Charlene sent us. Yes, smell-o-vision. We need to create it, you guys. So we're going to bake it for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it. We just want those biscuits is our main concern. Since the meat's already cooked, we want those biscuits nice and fluffy and baked through. We don't want them doughy on the bottom. So 12 to 14 minutes, maybe more, maybe less. So just keep an eye on them. Making a meatball sub bubble bake biscuit dough with biscuit dough. Yum. Just liked and followed new here. Angel, thank you. Awesome, you guys. Love the recipes on Pinterest. That's awesome, you guys. I don't know who all has heard of my Pinterest, but I do have one with all the recipes on there. I love you guys hanging out with me. We are going to do our giveaway now. So Michelle Shea, will you pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12, and then we will do our giveaway. My giveaways are completely random, you guys. I have no say in them whatsoever. I just type in the names. I use a secondary website to type in the names, and it completely randomizes it. I also have you guys, the viewers, pick my numbers to keep it even more in your guys' hands. Also, if you have won for the month of March, you can now win again for the month of April. So my only rule is that you can only win once a month. Kingston. My 4-year-old turned on the TV and it's so loud. Kingston, buddy. Too loud. there we go. Now we are going to type these names in, you guys. And remember, when you type in the number for me, make sure you spell out the number so that it doesn't filter you as bad. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it so much, you guys. The word of mouth really is what spreads this page. I really appreciate everybody who has invited their family, their friends, everybody to hang out on this page. I really do my best to pick awesome recipes that my kids like. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So if you have kids that are picky eaters, I do try to pick recipes that kiddos might like. It's usually hit or miss. I'm never going to lie about that. I usually am pretty honest if my kids tried it or not, or if my husband liked it or not. So thank you guys. I'm getting these names typed in, and then we will get going. Michelle, I haven't seen your comment yet, so if you want to comment again what numbers you picked, 2 numbers between 1 and 12. Sisters watching from Tucson. I have family in Arizona, actually. My mom, my grandma, my aunts, and my cousins, they live in Phoenix. So I love Arizona. We travel there often, and we are sad that we can't go there right now. We would rather be quarantined with them than stuck here in this cold, gloomy weather we have going on. Watching from Louisiana. Super awesome, you guys. Teresa, all of my information is in the description of this video. But it should be under Mom Fueling Hungry Boys. If you are ever looking for me on any social media platform, I do try to just stick with my Mom Fueling Hungry Boys with the acronym MF Hungry Boys. Yes, I do know that stands for mother effing, and it was intentional because sometimes that's how it feels when you're feeding kids. You just want to pull your hair out, but it really is Mom Fueling Hungry Boys with a play on words. So I hope you guys get a little giggle out of it. 7 and 10, awesome, thank you. Try the recipe you just today in a few. Just got to buy more biscuits. You guys, it smells so good. I love the smell of Pillsbury biscuits, and that mixed with this meat smells awesome. So what I think I'm going to do is this extra meat, I'm just going to kind of spoon it on the plate so that if my husband needs some more meat with his biscuit, it will all work out. Yes, you guys, super awesome. You guys are sharing, spreading the word. I appreciate it, and I will be back on this weekend. We will do a fun recipe. I haven't found out what yet, but I will post it tonight so that you guys can see if you have the supplies to make it. Lately, I have been trying to pick recipes of things that we have in stock in our house so we don't have to go out to the grocery store. Still want that lemon bread the same as Starbucks Lazy. Yep, your sister's going to have to make it for you. All right, you guys, so we are doing 7 and 10. 7 and 10 are going to be our winners tonight. So here we go. It's always kitchen and food related items. Number 1, Aaron K. And once your name is pulled, I do remove it so it can't get pulled twice. Number 2, 3, Sarah. 4, Erica. 5, Tiffany. 6, Jackie. 7, Diane. Oh, so 7. Sorry, guys, I passed it. Diane, if you saw your name, you are my winner. I just need your shipping information sent to my inbox, and then I will get something sent off to you. So that was number 7. So number 8, number 9, and number 10. So our second winner, Patty Lynch. Patty Lynch is our second winner. And just send me your shipping information. I'll get something sent off to you. But some biscuits don't work as well. Original are the best. Good to know, Dixie. So hopefully these work out. So keep that in mind, you guys. The biscuits may matter. I just used what I had in my fridge, and that was the butter tasting biscuit grands that I had in the fridge. So I'll let you guys know if it works. There's just a minute left on my timer. So let's take a peek. Oh, you guys. Woo! See, that's why we open our oven and let that heat escape before we duck down. But look at that, you guys. So yummy. They look amazing, you guys. They look amazing. They smell amazing. And And thank you guys for hanging out and watching my show with me. I appreciate all the love you guys gave today and all the shares. We have so many people watching. So I will be back on again either Saturday or Sunday. I'll post it tonight and let you guys know. And I will share it back into these cooking groups so that you guys can find me again. And just remember to like and follow the page so we can do some more giveaways. Bye, guys.